abusive Tonton Macoutes in the déchoucage, or uprooting, of the Duvalier oppression. Some Macoutes who committed capital crimes suffered the popular justice called père le brun, or necklacing. A tire filled with gasoline was placed around their bodies and burned.
The transitional government that was named after Duvalier, Jean-Claude Duvalier, fell was an army-led government, the CNG. And the army has shown little willingness to stay out of political affairs since then. There have been 7 or 8 coups since 1986, and the army has been involved in every one of them.
And that was the New York Times' Howard French from the documentary Haiti, Killing the Dream, narrated by Ozzie Davis. It was written by Juan Gonzalez. And you are listening to Democracy Now! When we come back from our break, we go to Port-au-Prince, where Kim Ives is standing by, editor of Haiti Progrès. And joining us in our studio is Jocelyn McCullough. He is the head of the National Coalition of Haitian Rights. Stay with us. And you are here with Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman with Juan Gonzalez. Our guest in the studio, Jocelyn McCullough, Executive Director of the National Coalition for Haitian Rights. And joining us by telephone in Port-au-Prince is Kim Ives, editor of the Haitian newspaper Haiti Progrès. Let's go down to Port-au-Prince first. Kim Ives, can you tell us about Independence Day, 200 years later? What happened in Port-au-Prince yesterday?
Well, Amy, it was a surreal day. Surreal in the sense that if you were to read the press and the NCHR press releases in New York, you get the sense that Haiti was coming apart at the seams, that there was a uprising against the government in some form or another. In fact, the uprising was to celebrate Haitian independence. So there were tens of thousands of people throughout the streets of Haiti on Sunday night, on December 31st, celebrating independence out in the streets, singing, dancing. It was just incredible to behold. The next day you had, and it was really ironic, you had in front of the palace tens and tens of thousands. I would estimate between 200 and 400,000. AP said 10,000. They upped it to 15,000 when some people protested. And this is what has become the hallmark of coverage, is just this total media distortion of what's going on. That afternoon, the opposition, supported by Washington, has carried out some kind of action where they marched, and their modus operandi now is they announce a march and then they change the route. So the police are faced with this provocation on each occasion. They had to stop them from taking their direction. They used some gas. The people had, the opposition march had prepared for this. They had tires, cinder blocks. This was in Port-au-Prince yesterday afternoon after the celebrations in the morning. And they threw everything into the street, created barricades. Finally, they were dispersed and they went on a rampage through the areas of Nazon, La Lue, and other parts of the city, tearing up storefronts, smashing car windows. So it was a real attempt to wreck the day. In Gonaïves, something similar happened. There was a ceremony. They held it. They said they were going to shoot it up and stone it up. They didn't do that to the actual ceremony, but as people were leaving Gonaïves, they stood behind a row of houses going out of the city and pelted cars with rocks, and some cars had their windows shot out too. So this is the kind of action the opposition is undertaking to terrorize people and destabilize.
Well,
I think it's ironic.
Let's talk about the significance of today. Jocelyn McCullough with the National Coalition for Haitian Rights. For people who don't follow the details of Haitian politics today, this 200th anniversary, we heard the beginning of the documentary, the history. Can you take us forward to how we got to this point?
Well, I mean, when the Haitians when Haiti became a nation 200 years ago, as the clip that you showed demonstrated, Haiti was isolated from the rest of the world. Haitians had vanquished over some of the fiercest and strongest armies in the world, Napoleon's army, and Napoleon was conquering vast areas of Europe, but that tiny little part of the island of Saint-Domingue he could not vanquish because the slaves were ready, willing, to die for freedom and for their liberty. They didn't no longer wanted to remain oppressed. So Haiti was isolated. The United States did not really assist Haiti, even though Haiti became the second independent republic in the Western Hemisphere. The fear was that Haitian revolution was going to spread to the other colonies. And you also have to remember that during the time when Haiti became independent was also the time when the cotton gin became a huge moneymaker for plantation in the South. And in fact, the United States imported more slaves during that time than the other colonies, than the other powers in the world. So there was a very big contradiction there. Because Haitians were isolated, because a lot of the people who ran the colony fled the colony, there was a lack of technology. The resources, the plantations had been destroyed completely, so they had to be rebuilt. And the people who were in the country then had to sort of make do with whatever they could. So they rebuilt the country, but in a very difficult context, not unlike the context in which countries that freed themselves from colonialism, from the yoke of imperialism, found themselves in recent years. So those are the issues.
And one of the important realities that most Americans are not aware of, isn't it that the French, rather than paying reparations to the Haitians for all those years of slavery, actually exacted reparations from Haiti for its independence, and that Haiti spent the most of the 19th century paying off the reparations to France. As I understand, President Aristide is now trying to get back some of those reparations from
Well,
France.
that is correct. I mean, part of the success of the Haitian Revolution